U.S.-Russia relations are at an all-time and very dangerous low. Donald Trump has warned the U.S. ties with Russia are at a very dangerous low and has blamed Congress for the situation, a day after he reluctantly signed into law a sanctions bill against Moscow. Our relationship with Russia is at an all-time and very dangerous low. The U.S. President said in a Twitter post on Thursday, "You can thank Congress." Donald Trump's tweet here. Our relationship with Russia is at an all-time and very dangerous low. You can thank Congress, the same people that can't even give us health care. Mr. Trump approved the measure on Wednesday despite calling it flawed. Russia has said that the new sanctions were tantamount to declaring a full-scale trade war. Press TV reports Congress passed the new sanctions package last week against Russia, Iran, and North Korea. The bill was passed with overwhelming margins, eliminating the prospect of a presidential veto. It's insanity. In other words, they put it in Iran and North Korea just to, cover. They really were aiming at Russia, and they want Trump to fail in all respects. But the thing is, if Trump fails, America fails, and I don't think Congress actually gives a rat's patootie about the American people. Trump signed the bill on Wednesday but strongly criticized it, calling the legislation significantly flawed with unconstitutional provisions. Trump also complained that the law, which prevents him from easing sanctions on Russia, infringed on presidential powers to devise foreign policy. The president had privately opposed the measures, and his aides had lobbied against them. Trump has long expressed a desire for better ties with Russia. The bill imposes additional sanctions on Russia over Moscow's alleged meddling in last year's U.S. presidential election and Crimea's reunification with Russia in 2014. The legislation targets the Russian energy sector, allowing the U.S. to sanction companies involved in developing Russian oil and gas pipelines and placing restrictions on some Russian arms exporters. Russia responded by saying the sanctions amounted to a full-scale trade war and an end to hopes for better ties with the Trump administration. Russian President Vladimir Putin ordered 755 U.S. diplomats to leave the country after Congress passed the bill. Russian Deputy Foreign Minister Sergei Rybakov warned Sunday that more retaliatory moves would come if the bill was signed into law. So what these liberal snowflakes are calling for is an all-out Cold War with Russia. Do you see what I'm saying? Let's put them on the front lines if something goes awry, right? They have no idea what kind of problems they're causing. They think if it's some kind of a war, it's going to take place elsewhere. No, it's going to take place here on American soil that has never happened. This is actually Congress is pushing us into what the, quote, deep state wanted. Some kind of an event. Do you see where I'm going? Because if Hillary had gotten in, we would have had the event already taken place. Trump is trying to delay and avoid, not delay, avoid it. But they're tying his hands at every turn. And in this picture, I can see the stress in his face. It saddens me because he's trying to do good for America and the American people. Finally, that's why they're going against him so hard and on everything. that it's sad